Josh, you here?
Yes, I am.
I'm gonna start and then start recording.
Sounds good.
Recording in progress.
All right. What's going on, everybody? We're gonna just go over some things pretty much that everybody's emailing in about and update you guys on everything that we're seeing on our end and give you guys more updates every week and be more transparent with you guys. So, I mean, I have a list of things that I'm going to go over, and then I will do some Q&As and answer some questions that you guys have. But it's going to be mostly me and Josh talking. And then I will introduce you to some of the team that we have brought on also. So right now, month to date, we're about at 800K in payouts. And last week's weekly payout numbers was approximately 550,000. There's 367 payouts that we did this month. And also, I know I see that there's improvement being made because I've been getting a lot of feedback from a couple of groups that were made. Pretty much what our goal is to be faster with payouts, faster with emails. We have almost a full team now. We're pretty much, everything that we're trying to get through with all the noise that's going on, whether we're scamming, we're not scamming, I mean, I know we just paid out like a $35,000 payout 2 days ago or yesterday, something like that. I mean, we're definitely not scamming. The whole thing that we're dealing with is the account managers. That's the biggest thing that we're dealing with. There's a lot of account managers, and if you don't know how to trade, and you're having somebody account manage, and then you message us saying, "Oh, where's my payout? I'm not doing account management. I'm not copy trading." I mean, a good majority of these people they have 20 plus accounts on them. So you won't be getting paid out if you're doing account management or having your account managed by somebody else. I mean, you sign a contract. We're here to pretty much, we're all here to, you're here to learn and test your strategy. That's basically what you should be trying to do with FCFF. And the account managers I'm not trying to blame anybody, but they're making our job a lot harder, but that's why we're trying to fix things and get the payouts faster. And we're in the process of getting some things together. That way it's a couple payouts a week. And as soon as you click the payout button, you'll get we're trying to knock it down to 24 to 48 hours so you can start trading again. But again, the account managers aren't making the compliance team any easier. We added to our staff.
Can I answer that, Kyle? Sorry. So with that being said, guys, first and foremost, everyone, hey, welcome to the Zoom. The goal is to do this weekly, bi-weekly. My name is Josh with First Class, and we appreciate all 750 of you guys that are on this call at the moment. And kind of like what Kyle was saying, right? One thing that we really want to remind everyone, and it is a monumental task when there's issues, but one of the things that we want to remind everyone is that everyone is definitely valued in this trading community, right? In our First Class community. We have made efforts to make sure that we are answering emails, live chat in a prompt, in a fashionable manner, in a very fast manner. Per our last Zoom meeting, we had discussed and stated that we are increasing our team, trying to make our customer service team a much better experience for everyone here that's on the Zoom call. And within that experience, there's a lot of questions that arise, right? Where's my payout? Why is this taking so long? XYZ, account management, breaching. So as we do understand the frustration that our community members have, and the answer that we have is, we are definitely working on that. We've added people to the team, as Kyle stated. We are continuing to every day implement mainline streaming. So that way these efforts on our end are super easy. And one of our main goals is to give you all as a trader the most, easiest but fulfilling experience that you can have in our trading community, right? So as Kyle was talking about, month to date, $7,960. We're pushing, just for the month of January, guys, we're pushing over almost $1 million in payout, right? Last week payout numbers, the highest payout for this month, as Kyle stated, was around 30-something thousand. We've paid out almost 400 individuals as of today, right? And we still have 5-6 more days in the month. So on behalf of First Class, we just want to remind everyone, especially as Kyle goes through the Zoom and we start answering questions, we definitely value all of you guys as a community. We value you guys as a trader. And yes, it is true. We reward traders who practice discipline. We are looking for individuals that we can collaborate with, that has good strategy, that has good risk to reward, all of that stuff. And our goal is to really be to be one of the best prop firms that we can for you all. And in order for us to do that, we are willing and okay to go through the learning pains and the growing pains. And we appreciate everyone's positive feedback, and we appreciate everybody's constructive criticism. A lot of the stuff that we're implementing right now, it's based off of your guys' constructive criticism. So we want to thank you guys ahead of time, and we're going to continue to thank you guys for that. So, but on the customer service side, I can attest to it that we are getting better. We are moving faster. We're implementing things that is going to make everything a lot smoother. And we do look forward into some of these changes being magnified, being way better in the next 2 to 3, 4 weeks. And we appreciate here in the intermedium, we appreciate everyone sticking with us. And, we do love our community. We do love you guys. We're not scamming anyone. If we were scamming people, I think we would have, Kyle, you could probably agree, right? If we were scamming people, we would have took everyone's money probably like 4 or 5 months ago. So, but other than that, we appreciate you guys, and yeah, thank you. And I'll let Kyle, if you want to go on to the next bullet point.
Yeah, so just to go over some more things, because that's the biggest thing is, does FCFF pay out? If you follow the rules, yes, we do pay out. You can check the Discord. There's tons of people that are getting paid out, and I'm sure you can ask anybody that's, who knows, started a group about us or whatever. I got put into a group where there's, 400 or 500 people, and there's so much noise in there, but then there's so much noise in there also that these people get paid out. So if you follow the rules and you're not getting your account managed and you actually trade yourself, then you will get paid out. The same thing goes with the challenges also. If you're on a VPS, then you're fine. You're allowed to use a VPS, but just watch for the duplicated IPs with others that are going to be taking the same trades as you, because we know what's going on. I mean, everybody knows it. I get screenshots every single day where there's people on social media forwarding us copies of live accounts of 10 account numbers on an MT4 manager. And it just makes the job easier for us. And then we get a message saying, oh, how come I'm getting a breach notice? Well, because you're getting your account managed, and there's proof. So we send proof, and if you don't think that we breach you for the right reason, just email the support, and they'll forward it to the right department that has to go through it all. But moving forward, again, we added more staff to help the customer service, the payouts, compliance, everything, so everything can start moving faster. And it's just a learning curve for everybody. Not everybody, it's tough out there because everyone tries to compare us to FTMO, the MFFs, the funded traders. It's really not fair to us at the end of the day, because we're bringing in very good numbers of people, and you guys are, we didn't expect it. I admitted that on the last Zoom call. We didn't have enough employees to handle everybody that we brought on. No one expected it. I didn't expect it. So we're doing our best that we can to, stay positive and with all the negative noise out there, but we're, just stay patient, and we're getting around to it as fast as we can. We've brought on, I think, 8 to 10 people in the last week, and changes are moving, and they're coming quick. So hopefully by the second week of February, there's a lot of these issues are resolved, and all the people that are doing the account management are onto another prop firm or something, making noise over there or something. I don't know. But for everyone that's emailing in about the HFT status that purchased before December 24th, if we do not receive an email by Friday, the 27th, we will no longer be taking in those forms after the 27th. That's the deadline. We've had a little over a month now, so that's the deadline. And to move forward, we have to do what we have to do. Even if you don't think it's fair, if you don't want to be with the platform anymore, just message to support, and we could refund if that's what you want to do and you don't want to trade with FCFF. As long as the accounts weren't traded at all or breached already, that's fine.
Also, sorry, Kyle. In addition to that, some people may be wondering, hey, where do I fill out this form? Where do I go? So the best ways to do that is you go onto live chat, you explain your situation if you happen to be one of those individuals that falls into that category, or you can email in at the support email. Just like what Kyle is saying, piggybacking off of that, it is in our best interest to move forward from that minor issue. And we as a company, we do have to move forward. There's been plenty of opportunity for that. As long as you get that form in a timely manner before that hard date, we will take care of you. Within the last few days, I've seen plenty of people getting it taken care of with their phase 2s or whatever that situation may or may not have been. So again, if you're wondering, well, I'm one of those people, I don't know how I go about business, you can message into the live chat. You'll get pointed in the right direction, or even on the email, you will be sent a link, and then you follow the prompt accordingly. All right, guys, so make sure that, as patient as we're giving you guys a few more additional days. We do expect that same respect in turn. All right, so with those issues, just follow the prompt.
The next topic that we're going to go over also is the chargebacks. People that are waiting for refunds, you know, I mean, I've seen people that are, people that are waiting for payouts, not refunds. People that are waiting for refunds, that's a different topic. But people that are doing chargebacks to us, that are waiting for payouts, you won't be getting a payout if you're doing a chargeback. I mean, we've had a couple people in the last couple of days do a chargeback and they're due for a decent payout, and they think they're going to get a payout. It just doesn't make sense. So I mean, if you're waiting and you feel like you're being ignored, I mean, we have hundreds of emails that we have to go through every day, and we see people messaging into 8cap and asking where their money is and this and that and their contracts. The 8cap has nothing to do with First Class's business. So we just ask you also not to, you know, don't bother Deal, don't bother 8cap. Just stay patient. We will get around to your emails. There's really no reason for you guys to do chargebacks. If you guys really feel that you guys are being scammed, just message in and just wait 24 to 48 hours for your email to be answered. It shouldn't take longer than that. Also, we have the live chat. I'm in some of these groups and I'm trying to talk to people on Telegram and Discord also. We will open up the Discord probably next week once we're setting some things in play, so that way it's just people who are funded with us that can chat pretty much. It's not going to be any like outside noise, so people can't just come and spam the Discords. But I mean, it's just a patience game. I mean, I'm not asking you, you know, we took fault for everything that happened, that, you know, we didn't expect the, hold on one second.
We didn't expect the rapid rise in clientele that we came across, right? So, and we also understand that there is a sense that once people do get their payout, a lot of the time it's expected that they're not necessarily going to go on Trustpilot or Discord or their social media and rave how great we are. Like we expect that. What we do expect is the individuals who try to cheat us and then they call us scammers. Like we expect those individuals to hit the Discord, to hit the Trustpilot with bad reviews, and that's to be expected. If you happen to be one of those individuals that understands the situation and like in your trading style, you have really good patience. If you happen to be one of those people, you know, I guess I would ask that, hey, it's all right for you to give us a little bit of love here and there, especially when we do open back up the Discord or your social media platforms or the groups that you're in. That is totally up to you if you want to do that. But I know that for us, there are a lot of questions and we are absolutely trying our best to answer all of those questions where we're not trying to leave no stone unturned. The reality of it is that we're not ignoring anyone. The reality is that it's just going to take us a little bit of time to get there. And if you practice your patience, just like in your trading style, we can guarantee that you will get an answer. You may not like that answer originally or at first, but you may have that conversation with us and we can get to a better place of understanding, or wherever you know, bygones be bygones and etc. So, but moving forward, yeah, let's try not to listen to a lot of the toxic individuals who are out there because they got caught cheating, right? So, you know, if you know someone that has been paid through us, I would highly suggest that you surround yourself with those individuals who know that they followed their trading plan accordingly and they followed the rules and they got their payout. I would suggest don't be brainwashed by the other individuals out there because they're upset that they got caught cheating.
Next topic that we're going to talk about is the updates to the FAQs and rules. I see a lot of noise about we change the rules all the time and etc. It's not that we're changing the rules, it's just that we're making them more clear and being more strict about it. The live accounts, I mean, just read the FAQs, and I mean, a lot of you should read the FAQs, read the contract. The contract is pretty much on the FAQs. That way there's no confusion. The terms of services get updated. It gives you an update. It tells you that there's updates. Also, we're going to be doing the announcements on the dashboards. I understand that somebody said that the dashboard or client area was down. That's being looked into right now. I have them looking into it. Also, anybody that tags us on like social media, if you post your payout and tag us, we want to be engaged in social media with everybody. So we're going to have some people managing the social media. We want to start doing interviews of people who get payouts, just doing more social media interaction. I mean, I see a lot of people, not a lot of people check their emails every day and stuff. So social media is like the biggest platform to, engage with people. Even though we want to, we want to be on the professional level with answering emails and stuff. I'm not saying don't email us, because if you email us, it's best for you. We're not gonna be answering like account questions on social media platform. It's more to engage with you guys as people. So if you tag us, we'll post it. We'll put you on our platform. Anybody that wants to be interviewed, you guys can reach out to the social media manager. His name is Bobby. Just message the Instagram, and we'll set something up. We'll interview you guys. We'll post it on YouTube. We're going to be making a YouTube channel as well. The priority is to get everything fixed before we even think about getting any bigger and promoting more. That's the goal. The goal is to be in the top of the prop space. So we pretty much want to engage with everybody, and I'm getting a friend request on Instagram right now from people. But I'll let if Bobby's here, I'll let Bobby take over for a little bit and engage with you guys.
Kyle, really fast, if I can jump in. We want to really encourage everyone to check your client dashboard often, right? So I know we had talked about this in the last Zoom meeting, but the encouragement to check your client dashboard is because that is your main homepage, right? As a trader, that's your main homepage. You log in, you log out. And our thinking is that that's where a lot of our announcements and messaging is going to be made, right? So we are encouraging that, don't necessarily rely on Discord for like all of your announcements, especially if you don't check Discord all the time. But as a trader, there is this assumption that you are logging into your dashboard, your first class Forex funds dashboard often. And on the left-hand side of your dashboard, you'll see announcements there. And throughout the last few weeks, we have been able to put updates on there for you guys and whatnot. The fear is that we don't want anyone to miss out on good announcements, important announcements, etc., because you're not checking your dashboard, right? You check your dashboard when your status account says passed. You check your dashboard when your account says active. So we are highly encouraging everyone to utilize your dashboard, look for those announcements, make sure that it is part of your daily routine in the community with us, right? There was another thing that was kind of brought to our attention too, which I'm sure this is probably a question, but we've been getting a lot of emails for the individuals who buy one-step evaluations, and then either they get a receipt or they pass and it says, oh, thank you, now you're going on to phase 2, right? Just so everyone knows, if you bought a one-step evaluation, that is an email glitch on our end, okay? So if you're getting an email that says like, hey, you're going on to phase 2, congratulations, awesome job, just know that yes, you did pass your step 1. It's an email glitch on our end in our system, and we're in the process of fixing that. But this is why we go back to your client dashboard. Your dashboard is going to tell you what type of account you have. I've had a great handful of emails that say, I bought a one-step evaluation. Why am I getting a two-phase email? Well, one, because it's a glitch, but two, look at your guys' dashboard, okay? Your dashboard is true. Your dashboard is accurate. So we do apologize for the glitch in the email. All right, guys, it's not done intentionally. As you guys know, we are getting better at certain stuff. But other than that, yeah, I don't know if Bobby's on, if you want to go ahead and chime in, but yeah, just utilize your guys' dashboard. It's there for a reason, guys. Okay, that's our encouragement for you guys.
Hey everyone, how are you? This is Bob. Moving forward with social media, we have a lot of big plans. We understand that a lot of individuals do reach out to us over social media, asking questions about their account. Please try to refer all those messages to the support team via the chat on our webpage or the support chat. In order for us to engage with our community in the right way, we do need to take time to step away from answering questions to promote posts and promote some individual traders and do what we need to do in order to interact with everybody in the proper way. So if anybody has any specific questions on their accounts, please refer to our support team through the support@firstclassforexfunds.com email address or use the chat on our webpage. I know we do need to get better with responding. We are putting steps and putting people in place to respond back quicker. And we do promise that it is going to go quicker in the next few days and moving forward as we continue on here. One thing I do want to mention, just to reiterate, if anybody would like to be interviewed, please reach out through the social media outlets, either through Facebook or through Instagram. We are really looking to have traders do interviews with us, similar to what some other prop firms do. So if you would like to be interviewed, please reach out to us via our social media outlets, and we would love to speak with you that way as well. Moving forward, again, we are going to have more engagement. If you happen to post anything, or if you happen to put anything on your story and tag our social media account, which is through our Facebooks and our Instagrams, please just know we are going to reach out and ask you if we can use that on our pages as well, because we are looking to promote our traders and promote the great work that you are all doing. With that, we're really looking forward to engaging with everybody here in the coming days and in the future. And again, if there's ever any questions, you can reach out to us, but also utilize the support team for anything account specific. Thank you very much.
Is there anything else, Josh, that you want to go over?
No, I think we're good. Maybe we can hit the Q&As for the rest of the time.
Yeah, can you, you guys can see the Q and A's, right?
Yeah, so let's see. If I request the first one that I see here, if I request a free entry, how long would it take me to receive the account? So I think I understand what this individual is asking. In order to do so, if someone breaches their account because they violated the daily drawdown or the maximum drawdown, and I'm sure many people know this, you know, we take care of our community, so we do issue a discount code. If you happen, which it is explained on our FAQs, if you happen to be trading and you get to a point to where your account is in profits, but you just didn't have enough time, the suggestion is that you email into support, and then we will take care of you moving forward there.
Josh,
Let's
hold on
see,
one
start.
second. Kyle, can
Yep,
you
yep.
Kyle, can you answer the questions about any HFTs? For example, MT4 and MT5 customers, if they purchase their account prior to December 24th?
Do you have a specific question on here?
Well, was there a announcement sent out to everybody's dashboard?
I believe so. If there wasn't, I'll have Tony send out an announcement about it. Yeah, and I believe there was. If there wasn't, though, I'll have Tony send one out. But all the accounts for MT4 and MT5 with the HFTs, they're able to be traded now. And will be, I mean, I've seen a lot of accounts being used that were on the list, so I assume that they got the message.
Fantastic.
Also, so someone here, this brings up a topic also. Someone says, please allow social traders so we don't have to toggle in between multiple MT4s. The thing with that is I mean, I wouldn't really suggest using social trader. I mean, you can, but if again, if you show up on a duplicated IP address with somebody else and you're managing accounts, I mean, you're just putting yourself at risk. Social traders usually meant for copying trades from account to account. And I mean, if you're using social traders allowed. I don't know where you heard that from, that you're not allowed to use social trader. Because if you're trading on your account and you're copying from to your other account, you should have no issue. I see people using that as an excuse also that are doing account management. So, and I'm gonna assume that you sent that anonymous. When a payout is due, why is it taking so long to get your account reset? That's because we're trying to develop a strategy right now, so that way when you request a payout, you can start trading again within 24 to 48 hours when you request it. That doesn't mean that you're going to get the payout, because your account will still be under review. But I know the biggest issue that a lot of people are having is because of you're not allowed to trade. I know that everybody wants to trade you instead of, waiting, but that's fine. It's being worked on. Hopefully soon, like I said, by the second week of February, we should be all planned out. I mean, we're seeing improvements already, so hopefully you guys are also as well. And I mean, if you guys have any feedback, I just also, one other thing also that I ask you guys is just be respectful to the support people. It's not their fault. It's no one. It's my fault pretty much. I mean, if you guys want to be mad at anybody, you guys can be mad at myself. because I wasn't prepared for how many people came onto the system. But that's pretty much all that I could say about that. Don't be mad at the support people that you're emailing, and you know, I see a lot of the messages that you guys give, and there's threats in there. That will be addressed also. If there's some type of serious threat that I see, I'll just handle it accordingly. And if I need to, I'll speak to you guys myself as well.
In addition to like the live chat, guys, just as a reminder that in our live chat, our team can only answer like so many tickets at one time, right? So once a ticket is finally closed, then we can move on to the next ticket. So what helps is that if you do happen to message in, try your best to like not necessarily walk away, especially if you're engaged with live support. So when people say, well, I've messaged in the live chat and they don't answer me, XYZ, it's not that we're not trying to, but we can only have so many messages open at one time. And we have to give the rest of you all ample amount of time before we actually go ahead and kind of close that message and then move on, right? So, and I think a lot of individuals kind of forget about that, that everyone thinks it's just like an instant response. Well, it can be if you're allowing the bot to answer your questions, but if you're trying to talk to like an actual live support customer service individual, yeah, it's, you know, we can only handle so many conversations at one point. We can't have, you know, 700 conversations all going at one time. It doesn't work like that.
Okay, next question we'll go with hello, Kyle. Thanks for doing this. I have two 500K accounts. I initiated my first withdrawal from both accounts, and up till now, they are both showing pending. And each time I chat with support, it's just the same response always. Emmanuel, if you're waiting to, if your payouts are pending, it's just with compliance. So I just ask if you could just be a little patient, and somebody will get back to you with support. I mean, I assume that they're telling you that it's with compliance or it's under review. It's the same thing. Pretty much just if you could, if you don't have an answer by, I don't know, Friday, you can message support and you can message the live chat, but try to just message one. That way it's not double work, because we have some people that are doing both, or, you know, we don't need the same question. If you're on live chat and then you send an email because you didn't feel like waiting in the queue or something, it's just a lot more than what we need. Someone said, I have a question on the consistency rule. You have a rule that we cannot do a payout when we have a trade that makes 50% or more of our profits. What if we see a perfect opportunity? Example, you buy ETH USD at $200 with 4% risk. It goes to 1K and you make 100K in profits with a 500K account. You wouldn't be able to pay out. That does not seem fair. So it's, Nami, that the 50% consistency rule is, I went over it on the last Zoom, but I'll go over it again. The 50% rule is pretty much for the people that are just, you know, they're in such drawdown. So for instance, if you usually trade with, you know, let's say a 2 lot and 3 lot or 4 lot or whatever, and then let's say your trade is, you use the same strategy and we see the same strategy, and your max losses are just 2,000 to 3,000, let's say. And then your reward would be, let's say, $10,000, and you get yourself out of the drawdown. you get paid for that. It's more or less for the people who are, using 2, 3 lots or whatever, and then they're like, oh, you know what? I'm just in drawdown. I don't care about my account anymore. I'm just gonna throw a 20 lot on gold, and then make $25,000 on one trade. That to me is just you're shooting for the sky, and you don't care about that account because you don't risk anything. We take the risk, you don't. Trade it like it's your real money. That's the best way to trade. Prop firms and you being consistent, it's a learning curve for you. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of groups out there as well. If you guys want also, I can try to look into some groups that we find that could actually teach you guys and give you guys discipline. I could reach out to some influencers out there and see what you guys, if you guys want to learn more or what you guys need to do, because the goal is to make profit. You shouldn't, be shooting for the sky and just being inconsistent with your lot sizes also. We're not looking for that. That's not somebody who we want on our platform regardless. That's pretty much the best way to explain the 50% rule. It's the people that are just shooting for the sky with huge lots, and then they go down to 2 lots or 3 lots. That's not realistic. Trade it like it's your own, and that's it.
Only looking for true.
I see a question on here. It says, I passed phase 2 last Friday. I'm still waiting on my deal. As a reminder for everyone, deal does not operate on the weekends. Okay, guys. So if you happen to pass your phase 2 or your one-step evaluation, like on a Wednesday night, Thursday, or even a Friday, just be prepared to wait a little bit longer for you to get verified or whatnot once you've signed your deal, because deal does not operate on the weekends. Okay, that's their thing. So just continue to practice patience. If it's been 4 days after that, excluding the weekends, then yes, you can message into us, and then we can make attempts to help you problem solve. But a lot of individuals, they forget that deal is actually closed on the weekends. All right, so please keep that in mind.
Yeah. Next question, I see a good question, but if you're traveling between places and have multiple IP addresses, how can you tell who is account managing and someone that is traveling through then? It's if you're traveling, you're not going to be on the same IP address with somebody. It's very slim to none, but it's more or less like we see these accounts and the duplicated IPs. They only get flagged if it's 3 or more accounts on the same IP address, and then that's when we look into the trades and stuff like that. A lot of it is the same trades, it's just different lot sizes and stuff like that. And then I see another one saying, if you use social trader tools like I am, trading from my main FTMO account and copying over to FCFF, there's no problem. No, there's no problem with that. That's completely up to you. It's social trader tools is made for that. That's exactly what it's made for. So you can copy from your account to your other account. It's not meant for you to say, hey, I made $30,000 profit last month with FTMO, FCFF, whoever prop firm you're with, to try to get some people to do account management just so you can make more capital, and then you take some of their profits. I've seen it all. I see it all. Account managers reach out to me. It's honestly unbelievable, some of the messages I get.
I see some questions on here that says, why is it taking so long for my phase 2? This is where we go back to that conversation about checking your dashboard and making sure that your phase 1 part of your evaluation says passed and not active, right? I've been having conversations with individuals. This is why I hit my profit target. Josh, give me my phase two. Josh, give me my phase two. You owe me my phase two. And then when I go and I look, you have definitely made your profit target, but you haven't completed the other part of the requirement, which is the minimum trading days, right? So as you guys sign up and buy your guys' evaluations, we have all the details right there laid out in front of you, right? We let you know according to your account size what your daily drawdown is, what your overall drawdown is, the amount of days, minimum trading days, the percentage of the profit target. So please do us a favor before email or live chat in asking where your phase two or your live, where's your live, there is a system. Make sure that whatever evaluation that you are on your dashboard, it has to say passed. Countless times I'm having to respond to people, hey, great job. You fulfilled half of the requirement. You're almost there. You're almost at the finish line. So to prevent that, it's wise, and we want to make that a practice. Check your dashboard, make sure that it actually says passed. Once it says passed, then we can move forward on wherever issue you may lie, right? You're waiting for your deal contract, or you're waiting for your phase two when you press upgrade or you're live, right? So we can act accordingly, but I do think that we want to put some responsibility on the trading community as well. And yes, please utilize your dashboard. Make sure your account status says passed, and make sure you also understand whatever evaluation that you chose, account size, 1-step or 2-step, that you know those rules and you know the parameters.
The next couple of questions, I keep seeing the dashboard questions. When will it be fixed? It's being worked on right now. I'll hopefully in the next hour or so. I haven't heard anything back yet. But I don't want to keep everyone on here long tonight. This was pretty much to just go over a couple things and update you guys. We're gonna basically, the goal is, I think, if I can't get on, somebody else from the team will get on, but we'll do this at least once a week. It'll be every Wednesday at 7. That's what we're gonna have to schedule as. If it's not me, it'll most likely probably be Josh. And the whole team should, I mean, the team will be on also. So we're gonna pretty much, next conversation will be engaging with you guys. So we'll be answering more Q&As. We'll allow some of you guys to hop on the call and speak so everybody else can hear you as well. Because we're here to answer questions, and we're here to build relationships. We're here for the long-term goal. That's pretty much all that is. But I think that's pretty much it that we could go over today. And if anybody has any other questions about emails and payouts and stuff, just email the support, and we'll get back to you like as soon as possible. The emails are most priority, getting payouts, stuff like that. Josh, you have anything else?
Yeah, I thought this was really, really good, really, really effective. We apologize if we weren't able to answer everyone's questions. But if we do this weekly, we'll have a greater sense of empowering people to answer some of those questions that their fellow trader to the left or right of them have, right? We want you guys to be able to know our system in and out, so that way you guys can answer those questions as well, whether it be Telegram, Discord, Instagram, any social media platform. But we are making real attempts to make this experience for everyone here not only enjoyable, but profitable as well. It does hurt our heart and our ears, right? When we hear individuals claim up and down that we're scamming and we don't do this and we don't do that. We understand wholeheartedly that it's unfortunate that those individuals think that, but rest assured that we are making attempts. We haven't hid from anyone. You know, we're still here. You guys know Kyle's name. You guys know my name. People have been messaging in, and you know, those individuals who are practicing patience in this brand new company. I think we've been around for what, maybe 6 months, right? Give or take.
Since September 20th, about 5 months.
Guys, like this is infant stages, right? So, you know, as a reminder, everyone here on this call is an early, you know, they're in on it early. So yeah, like we appreciate all the constructive criticism that you guys are giving us, and we just want to remind everyone, like, you know, we really appreciate you guys sticking it through with us. If you continue to stick through with us, you know, those people who are, you know, have questions about their payout, if you're due a payout, rightfully so, you will get it. You will get it. If individuals are asking, well, where's my phase 2? Where's my live? You will get it. You will get it. I think Kyle said earlier in the Zoom call, we hired about 8 to 10 brand new people. But even with that, you know, we're not just hiring like the average Joe Schmo, right? There's real thought to who we're hiring. And we want to be able to hire individuals who can see them growing with us, right? So we need to be methodical. We need to make sure that we're putting the right people in the right places. So that way, you as a trader, your experience is enjoyable. All right. So I know on my end, you know, I've been trying to think of a like really cool motto for like first class and stuff. So I think it's like, hey, you know, like until next week, I'll see you. I'll see you in the airplane riding first class right next to you guys. All right. So that's my piece. And, you know, I'll see you guys next week for sure.
We'll also be posting this recording as soon as it finishes downloading, as soon as I end the call. We'll post it to the Discord group. Also, Bobby, I don't know if it's possible to send to you guys as dashboards, but I'll try and do the best that I can. If not, we'll figure something out.
Additionally, we will have the link to the Discord in our Instagram and Facebook bios as well. So you can always use that to get to our Discord page.
Great. And that's the end of the call. We'll see you guys next week, same time, 7 p.m. That's what the goal is. We'll do it once a week, 7 p.m. Every Wednesday. Have a good night, morning, wherever you guys are in the world. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks.